Let's open to what's coming through for the collective today. Hello, Spirit speaking. This is a sacred space for listening, healing, and remembering. Take what resonates and allow the rest to pass by gently, as it may be meant for someone else. So let's begin. We'll get started with the channeled message for today. Welcome back to commune with me once again on this holy day. You see, every day is holy, not just a holiday or a Sunday. This is what most people equate with holiness or sanctity, for each and every day is a miracle. Bless each day as you awaken and realize that you have me, the Creator, within you, just wanting and waiting for you to direct and align with your thoughts, your mind, and your emotions. For some of you, you will begin to feel your creative power coming through stronger, with much more ease, as you have emptied yourself of old stories, scenarios, and memories. These memories of the past may be coming up to the surface quite randomly for you to review and revisit as you prepare to release any old emotions or attachments to people, places, or things. The emotional imprint that you carry will take up much space inside of you. Old moments may play out with all the characters coming back to life once again for you, to sort of reminisce as you begin to release. At last, for once and for all, some of the scenes that will come back to play out may be in your night dreams, some during your waking hours, and more like daydreams. Whichever way they surface to remind you, realize that this is not a time to become attached to the stories that are contained within these memories. This is really just there for you to review your own personal part within the story. Once you can view these movies or small segments from your life experience without them upsetting your emotional body, they will literally float in and out and go by like an old ghost from your past. They will no longer hold a tight grip on you, and they will be unable to upset you emotionally. As you release and allow them to pass, you will make peace with all the souls that were part of your story. You'll begin to feel the sense of liberation that will free you from any pain associated. These newly created open spaces now will become a rich soil in which your plants, your seeds of manifestation may rest. For you see, now there is more room for the new creations to begin to grow. You will feel a newfound sense of peace as your mind fills with visions and the beauty that you hold for your future. Never give the past the power to overcome your present day. As you clear up the weeds from the past, it opens up a whole new space within to allow all of your blessings to flow freely towards you. Your attention is no longer focused on the past now, or how it may have hurt you, but rather on the divinely beautiful future you are consciously creating, and you so justly deserve. There will be so much more to come. When you separate the wheat from the chaff, sort it out, it becomes the very thing you need to create the bread to feed yourself. Now let's move into the collective reading along with some messages. So we'll take a look at what feels present right now for the collective. There seems to be a short term where many of you have been in hermit mode, which means going within yourself, perhaps not engaging with the outside world quite as much as you normally would. And this would be you communing with Spirit in your quiet time and quietly seeking guidance and clarity on your next steps along your pathway. I also see many of you, there's a shared tone here that many of you have been doing well as far as juggling your finances, and not just the financial area of your life, but also really being able to find more balance within your daily routine. There's a feeling many of may have recognized that there's something in the air where many of you are connecting with your more spiritual side and working on your manifestation abilities. I see your magic within. A lot of you have very kind hearts. You've been doing a lot of sharing or gifting and or giving to others. And that doesn't necessarily mean a gift that comes in a package with a bow on it. It could just very well be your time, your attention, your loving, gentle presence in some cases. And in those cases where words aren't meant or isn't what is needed. Sometimes just your quiet presence will help others through maybe a difficult time that they might be going through. But I see all of you working on that aspect of yourself, really just centering yourself in a more loving aspect and energy. And looking forward, I see that this could be connected to what's been shaping this. So as far as you being in hermit mode, maybe there wasn't a lot of movement in your in the past. and you were seeking guidance from Spirit on how to move forward along your path. Some of you may have actually been feeling quite stuck and not being able to liberate yourself from certain situations. But I do see a change coming in where there's some pressure being relieved, and I feel now a new energy coming in. This is a swift energy bringing change and really alleviating the pressure or friction that might have been there. So although it might feel like a crossroads, you may be dealing with people that have had a hard time controlling their temper or their emotions. This isn't for everybody. I may see that some of you may have actually had some arguments in the past, or maybe you just came to a place that some of you just spoke your truth out aloud and let people know where they stand, and that you weren't going to put up with any kind of nonsense anymore. Now there's something new that's beginning to shift here, and I feel that for some of you it's within your mental capacity. Some of you may have gone through a little bit of depression or unhappiness concerning things from your past, or just having to deal with difficult people that weren't operating in their heart space. I feel that that may have thrown some of you off balance as far as your intuition was concerned. But now I see up and coming that you're going to be able to create or weave whatever it is that you want into your current reality. And for some of you, there may be a shift in your closest and most personal relationships. I see some of you receiving, not exactly the way things you want, like perfectly the way you want them, but you do have a lot of blessings coming your way. And I believe that there will be more to come. Just be patient. Spirit wants you to just be patient with that. I see many of you will be letting go of any kind of illusions or disillusionments when it comes to having to deal with others around you. You'll see everything for the truth, for what it really is. And for some of you, I feel like you're coming out of a period of rest. Some of you may feel like you need to reground or regroup in order to get back on your path and just find your balance. This could be just somebody in particular. It doesn't have to be for everybody within the collective that's had this experience. So just, again, take what resonates and don't create anything that's not there. I also pulled a wish card for the collective, and I see a beautiful card here. It's a card of abundance, happiness, and an outpouring of blessings for the collective. So if you have a specific wish, I feel that wish will be granted to you. And now we'll move into the message portion of the reading. The very first message is worthy goal. Get out and get inspired. Keep working towards your life's purposes. The next card is trust yourself. Allow your intuition to be the compass that leads you through murky waters. The next message is sky of clarity. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity where insights are as infinite as the beautiful sky itself. Act with clarity. Focus your intentions and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose. Roots of success. Secure your foundation, fostering growth and stability for a thriving journey ahead. Duality. Seek balance amidst any chaos and find harmony within yourself. And the last message is fast progress. Move forward with swift precision. Do what must be done now. The following message we have is from the Magical Fairies. And the message says, everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. The fairies know that you may have been concerned with the outcome of this situation. So they've sent this card to you as reassurance that everything's working out in a divinely perfect way. Take steps to uplift your outlook and unburden your heart and mind, such as taking a nature walk, spending time with loved ones, exercising, or enjoying a creative project. The more that you can stay centered and filled with faith, the better the outcome you'll experience. The next message comes from the Ascended Masters, and it's one of trust. It's the card of Vishnu, the Hindu god who works alongside gods Brahma and Shiva to preserve the world he brings about, harmony when powers become unbalanced, and provides protection and mercy to all. A benevolent and loving deity, Vishnu can help you feel safe about your current and future life. And the message says that you can trust the situation you're inquiring about. It has a solid foundation, and it gives it a trustworthy basis. Keep purifying your motivations so they're completely about love and service. To elevate the energy and experiences even further, the next message is from Healing with the Angels, and it's a card of freedom. It says you might feel trapped right now by life's conditions, But by drawing this card, the angels ask you to realize that you are the only jailkeeper that ever surfaces in your life. Whenever you realize that you have the power to be free, freedom follows. What you do in your life is by choice, and you are free to choose again. Even prisoners are free to choose their thoughts, so that they feel peace and happiness under any conditions. The next time you begin a sentence with the words, I have, please stop and ask God and the angels to show you some alternatives. You don't have to do anything. They will either help you to complete the task from a loving mindset so that you don't feel trapped, or they will guide you to do something else that you will love. And our last message will come from Archangel Michael, and it says, positive thoughts create positive results. This card calls for uplifting thoughts, which are the magic ingredients that you've been looking for. Although you may protest that you already have a positive mindset, Archangel Michael advises you to purge your thoughts and speech of any worries or any other negativity that could diminish your manifestations. Michael says that you can tell how constructive your thoughts are by paying attention to recent events in your life, as there is a direct correlation between positive thoughts and positive results. He'll help you to lift your spirits to a truly beneficial level so that your experiences are happy and welcome. Possible and specific meanings. Adopt a daily or hourly practice of saying positive affirmations. Read a book or take a class on positive affirmations. Avoid blaming yourself or others. Instead, focus on solutions rather than worrying. Pray and practice a loving, compassionate state of mind. And then there's a prayer that comes with this card, and we'll do it together now. It says, Divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and my emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. Thank you very much. Amen. So I hope this message has resonated with you. I'd like to thank you once again for being here. And I ask you to return on Sundays and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. for the next collective reading. And here's a new series I've started, which will also be on Sundays and Wednesdays, alternatively to the channeled messages, called The Cosmic Giggles. I hope you'll be able to join me in this new series. It began on April the 29th, so if you've missed any videos, please go back and enjoy them. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And share them to somebody else who might benefit from these positive messages. And until the next time, let's follow gently, and together we will rise.